Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on Hypixel Skyblock, and the Mushroom Island has finally been updated, and it kind of is now a Mushroom Island. It's got mushrooms, but it's also got a lot of other stuff, and some actually decent money-making methods for early game players and mid-game players. For late game players, it's probably not for you. So, let's start off with the most obvious, but also one of the not-so-great ones, which is the Treasure Hunter. So he's up here, he's one of the first things that you'll look at is try to talk to all the NPCs, and he's kind of a scam. His rewards are like 16 raw mutton and 16 mushroom, so I don't really recommend doing his quests, because they also cost 100 coins each to do, but you can do it, so yeah. If you want to do it, then go for it, but it's probably not worth it. You can also only do it every 3 Skyblock days, and they just kind of keep saying that from what I can tell. So yeah, I mean, do at your own risk. One of the actually good money-making methods is getting an Efficiency 5 Telekinesis 1 shovel, and then running all the way over here to this kind of like pasture area with a bunch of sheep, where it's just pure sand, and just running around and collecting tons of sand. It can actually make money relatively quickly, surprisingly, because sand does actually go for a decent amount of money, and, you know, it's, I mean, really quick and easy to mine. So yeah, I mean, this is actually one of the better money-making methods in this. I haven't done that much of it. I just did a little bit of it to test, and also just to level up my sand collection, because I hadn't really done that before. So yeah, this is a way to level up sand if you don't already have it, and you don't need to buy a desert island. And also, you can just get a decent amount of money just by mining sand right here. Also, you're going to be noticing that the shiny pigs are spawning here a lot. And this is another place that's not nearly as crowded as the hub, where you can just go and mine for, where you can just go and find the shiny pigs. You can also buy the Techno Blade shiny orbs at the Techno shop, which is right at spawn over here, so that's quite nice as well. You can just buy them right there. So that is another great thing. They've also expanded the cocoa bean and sugarcane area, so you actually can like really find a genuine amount of cocoa beans without having to build your own farm. So that is quite nice. It's like actually possible to farm cocoa beans and stuff. Like if, let's say I wanted to break this cocoa bean, obviously you'd use an axe, but that gave me some farming experience and some cocoa beans. So yeah, this is just another way that you can make money, because cocoa beans actually do go for a decent amount. And also, I mean, sugarcane if you really want to, but for sugarcane, just build your own farm. It's not worth it. But this is going to be especially good for Iron Man players that don't want to build their own whole cocoa bean farm, but do need to get replenish books. Although at a certain point, it does become worth it, because, I mean, that is 50,000 of these that you'd have to get, but I'm sure you could do it much faster than having to then construct your own whole farm. So that's definitely an improvement. And of course, you've got the old money-making method of going down here and just chopping these mushrooms, and that's a good early game money-making method, and it can give you these mushroom collections for the mushroom soup, magical mushroom soup right there, and stuff like that. They've also completely revamped this barn island, and it's actually decent now because it's not as crowded, and you can come farm these carrots and potatoes a lot easier. And they actually made it viable to farm a little bit of melon and pumpkin over here, because it's just a lot better. And there's also a new NPC under the windmill, and they've also added the farm merchant right to this windmill, so if you don't have a boost cookie in your early game, you can just come and sell stuff to there really quickly, which is quite nice. Also, the Dungeon Hub now contains Master Mode Floor 6, which I'm sure a lot of people will be excited about, and it's also great for combat XP. For some reason, it still says not available, but it is available according to the patch notes, and it does give a lot of combat XP and stuff like that, so it's another quite good floor to run if you can, but it's got high risks and is very difficult. So in general, this island has a lot to offer, but there are also some more new things that are even better, which is kind of an understatement, because the storage area kind of sucks. Like, you just, all your backpacks kind of just say no preview now, and the preview mods don't really work anymore, and you can only use like 18 backpacks, and you have to use them from the storage menu with your e-chest, and it's also really buggy, and some people have gotten wiped, so yeah. Also, just a few quality of life features. They added 2 mod things, which one is the disable ability chat things, and the other is the no breaking stems. That's now a book that you can buy at Anita, which is the Jacob ticket seller person. And a new NPC in the bazaar has been added to let you buy boost cookies when you're on Iron Man, so that is also quite nice if you want to be able to buy boost cookies as an Iron Man player. So yeah, that is quite nice. And those are really all of the changes that were made in this update. It was a pretty big update, but not really content-wise, so yeah. I will have more videos on it if I find more stuff to make content on. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.